Alrighty, good morning everyone, and welcome back to Haven and Hearth, where I have enough LP to get 2 points of marksmanship completing that quest. Now I need to catch a mole. Should be easy enough, I've seen those around. Meanwhile, this lead has finished smelting, which is extra cool because I got exactly 5 of them. So there's a few things I can do with 5 bars of metal, but first I'm going to reset the smelters to get more. Meanwhile, a little message from future me, if I may. Pardon my voice, I've fallen quite ill, but that's actually not why there has been a little dip in the upload frequency this last week. We are officially in the holiday season. Happy holidays, everyone. Which means that I have been facing very long shifts at work. I still love to get a Haven and Hearth episode out whenever I can, but that's just less often than I'd like during these holiday weeks. Thank you so much for bearing with me, and please, enjoy the episode. Alrighty, got all the stack furnaces going, and now time to just go catch a mole, huh? Ah, here we go. There's a mole right here, and he can't even burrow because this isn't grassland. So now you're dead, and now I gotta study 2 swan feathers, and now I'm sad. Let's see. Just how feasible is that? Okay. So it seems like the biggest challenge, of course, is going to be killing the swan. Um, I do believe actually that I could take one in a fight. The problem is that once it flees, it's really fast. So it seems like I'm not going to be able to catch up to it without a horse. Oh, hey, and the nut jerky and stuff is done. All right, let's see here. Let's enjoy some fruit roast. Intelligence, good. Strength and intelligence are pretty much what I'm here for. Neat. That was a good spread. And then for this last bit of this stuff, I suppose I could eat a single blueberry. Ought to do it. For constitution, of course. Well, the other thing that I want to kind of identify is on quest 2 out of 2 on level 4 out of 5. So if I didn't abandon this quest, I could get some pretty good progress here. So I tell you what, I won't abandon it just yet, but I tell you, I don't know how I'm going to do it. So if my math is correct, if I got it to about 80 hit points, which is about its fleeing hit points, and then dealt 70 damage in one go, I could just kill it before it flees. Now, obviously that's easier said than done. Alternatively, I do have another idea. If I could just coax a wild horse into my service, I could just kill it that way. So I think I'll just go adventuring with a clover. I'll see a wild horse, and then I'll follow the rivers until I do find a swan to fight. Probably be how I'll manage to do this. You know, and it does give me even more ideas. I've had this kind of idea rolling around in my head for a little while. Maybe I should try it. Now, before I go back out, I wonder if I should construct my little theory here. So this cliff face over here kind of looks ideal for what I'm thinking about. My thought is if I put like right over here would be perfect. If I put a palisade wall on either side of this cliff face, I could essentially wall in an animal, and I could be up here on this end of the cliff, and I could fire down on the animal down here, is my theory. You know what I mean? I could cheese a taming session with archery by being on a cliff face above him. I don't know how well that's actually going to work out, But that's the idea that's been stewing in my head this whole time. Although I don't want those walls to be unclaimed, so I'd probably actually do it like somewhere over here. Alright, in the meantime, I'll have this hitching post in my base, just in case I do find an animal out there. I can bring him home. Hello, friend. Would you like a clover? I happen to know you would. Alright. Now we got a wild horse up in here, huh? 4 bars. Alright, not so bad. Got pretty unlucky on the first smelter, but what can you do, right? Okay, so that brings us up to 11 bars of lead total. Now, I believe what I can do is under tools. Yes, I'd like to make a tinker's throwing axe. And this can be casted from 2 bars of metal. Might as well make sure I'm using my highest quality metal. Alright, and then I believe you just put the metal in here, right? And that should be good. There's metal in there. It's quality 22. That's great. Or at least the casting is quality 22. So that's going to sit for 8 hours, which, incidentally, that's about how long I'm going to be I'm going to be going to work real soon here. So by the time I get back from work, that'll be cooled, I imagine. Neat. Is there anything else I'd like to make from metal right now? Ah, yes. I'd like to make a metal cauldron. Let's see, that's... Oh, you know what? That actually leaves me with 3 more bars of metal. So I tell you what, I might as well also make a tinker's shovel while I'm at it. Alright, let me just put quality 18 bar of lead and another one. So with all 3 bars of metal in there, that again will take 8 hours and that'll be all set. Wait. Alright, now the great thing about metal cauldrons is that they boil instantly. No more waiting. God, I've been waiting for that. So now I can, for instance, light the cauldron up like so. It is instantly boiling, and I can just craft up some bone glue with no need to wait. Isn't that amazing? Alright, let's see what Debrova has to say about me doing the wonky. Alright, well, no LP from Debrova, but hey, soon enough, right? Well, I guess I've got to get going to work, so even though I wanted to build the cheese arena before I had to go, I'm just going to have to build it when I get back. It should work out just fine, because I don't think this horse will aggro, for a long time, so I should have some good time. But yeah, this looks like a great place for the cheese arena right here. I think I'll build a palisade kind of wrapping up around here, and that'll just be like a good little place to fight the animals. We'll see. Anyway, I'll thank you here for watching so much, and of course, as always, good night.